Hi, these are just some more quick, well, not really quick, but there's quite a few multiple downloads, visions, and messages, signs, warning symbols, if depending on all the things, all the messages that I received. For anyone who doesn't know, if you haven't watched any more of my videos, I'm a psychic. I receive real visions, real downloads, real messages. Yeah. Highly intuitive order. Okay, so let's begin. So, on the 25th of August 2022, I smelt a wet animal smell or damp swampy smell, and that was at 5:52 p.m. Okay, next I heard the word yaga, and that was at 7:36 p.m. Now remember, as I've stated in my previous video, or one of my previous videos, remember, not all the messages. If there was a message after one of the other messages, it doesn't mean that they are, they go together or it's part of the same message. Just however it resonates to you. If it makes sense to you, then take it. If it doesn't make sense to you or your life, then don't take it. It could be regarding you. It could be regarding any energies around you. Maybe someone that you know. Okay, it could be the energy of someone towards you. Okay, you could resonate with one message or more than one message. Okay, so just listen carefully. Okay, so yaga, and then after that, I saw a clear vision of a short road showing it turn, and then it was showing it turn into a left-hand turning. Then after that, a clear vision of a long, straight, continuing road. So after the vision of the road that turned into a left turn, I also, straight after that, saw a clear vision of a long, straight, continuing road. Pardon me. That was at 12:25 a.m. Okay. All right. On the, I don't know if this was because I didn't put a date. Okay. I'm just reading from all my notes. See, these are all downloads. So I don't know if it was on the 25th of August or on the 26th of August, but on one of those dates, I saw a mid-clear vision of different members of a family, and there were multiple people in this family. Well, I assume that they are a family or a group of people that know each other, whatever it may be. And they had a European colour skin or a brown tone, brown complexion. Not really dark brown, but yeah, a brown gradient. Anyways, I saw 3 different children in this group of people, and their hair was a bit lighter. One or two of the children's hair was a bit lighter, so maybe like a darker blonde color, something like that. And the rest were older, so the rest of the people were older, and that was before 4 a.m. All right, on the 26th of August 2022, I heard the words "angels seen," and when I saw these words, they looked like glow shiny letters with the word angels, and above the word angels was the word seen, and that was at 4:24 p.m. So I think I may have sorry. So there was also a message regarding the word light, something regarding to light in writing. And then the word Issi. I don't know what that word means, but I spelt it I-S-E. I may have misheard it, or because, but when I heard it, it sounded a bit like Issi, that type of pronunciation. All right, I saw a writing in white under a video. Okay, and the writing said something, 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 saw life. Okay, so something of that nature, saw life, sorry. All right, after that, I heard something like let's, and then take it off. I heard take it off. In the beginning of that sentence, or that download, I thought it sounded like let's, and that was at 4:55 a.m. After that, I saw a vague motion of someone opening a door. And then I heard a system is. A system is. And then I also heard, and then after that I heard 20:20 a.m. So I actually heard 20:20 a.m. and that was at 5:15 a.m. Moving on, I heard higher readers. Okay, and then I heard seekers. Okay, and the words were vague words seen as being said. So as I was hearing it, I saw the vague words. Okay, it was very vague. After that, I heard everything quiet is coming to an end. Okay, and I also heard something like the word God. Well, it definitely sounded a bit like God. 5:19 a.m. So, I also heard godly, something, something got a place. I also heard I know something hate memories, and that was at 5:23 a.m. So I heard that whole sentence. I know something hate memories. Remember, I'm just reading as I've written the notes. It doesn't mean just because I'm reading them one after another. Remember, it won't necessarily mean that all of this means or is a message regarding a similar thing, or they all go together. Yeah, there's like multiple, countless of separate messages, different things going on here. I also heard fix it up, and then I heard a lot of Kevins. So fix it up, and then separately I heard a lot of Kevins. And then I heard laughter, yeah, and vaguely I saw the number 777 in the vision, okay. And then I saw a vision of someone standing outside a door, and they almost looked like a gypsy-looking female with purple bandana with maybe spots or small holes on it. She had tiny dots on her bandana, kind of looked like, I don't know, yeah, kind of like a a browny yellow colours, tiny spots on it. Okay, she was wearing greyish clothes, almost grey, almost had a grey tint to her skin colour as well. And she was just looking calm but curious. And that was at 5:38 a.m. After that, I heard the word Lana. So previously, I've heard the words Lana Strata. That was on a different day. So regarding this vision, I heard also the word Lana again. Okay, moving on. I heard the words as slow, and it was fairly vague. It wasn't extremely clear, but I got the sense that the words were as slow. And then I heard she was talking about, and that was very clear when I heard that. And that was at 5:46 a.m. So remember, all of these that I'm reading right now, they're all regarding the 26th of August 2022. So there were multiple downloads that I received on this date, which was also my birthday. Okay, moving on. I heard the sound of an object being pushed against something, and that was at 5:51 a.m. And then I heard conscious books, something. Conscious books, and then I couldn't quite recall or remember the last part of that sentence. Okay, after that I heard you're just not listening to me, and that was at 5:56 a.m. Okay, so I wrote a note here, just a note regarding, those messages that I have finding it hard to explain myself, put together. So there were some separate messages, and I wrote a note here. So something to do with inheritance. Okay. I heard your dreams. Okay. Also another note, defo something to do with water and under, like being under something. Now also a strong message regarding blood. Sense of water build up in shower. So I saw a vague. So when I was in the bathroom, I believe, if I'm correct, this was when I was in the bathroom one time, and I got the sense, or like vaguely just got the sense, and also a vague vision of water building up in the shower. Not too high up, but it was built up in the bottom part of the shower. Okay, and there's something to do with violent acts, and that was at 7:55 a.m. Okay, now there's a separate message here regarding kissing, a male and a female. So I vaguely saw a male and a female kissing, and that was at 8:38 a.m. And that was while I was awake. Okay, that wasn't while I was sleeping. Okay, I saw a vision of an Egyptian hieroglyphic. So basically, like a man or a person, an adult person, standing facing left, holding like a long stick in his hand. So I put a staff, I believe it's called a staff. Well, that's what it looked like in the vision. And that was at 8:47 a.m. The vision of that started vague, but then it emerged clearer. Okay. Okay. Moving on. I heard the word content, and that was at 9:37 a.m. And then I heard the word pantheon. Okay. Separately to that. 9:44 a.m. and that was at 9:44 a.m. Moving on, I heard the word Muslim, and that was at 9:51 a.m. And then I heard the words the gods after that. So it vaguely sounded like the gods to me, but I put a question mark because I wasn't too sure. But it definitely sounded like that. After that, I heard the word zina. So that's to do with the Islamic religion. And I was at 6:15 p.m.ish, roughly around 6:15. Okay. After that, I heard the word yesterday, and that was at 6:27 p.m. Okay, moving on. I heard a brief sentence, something, and then the word Stevie. So it's someone's name called Stevie. Okay. Now, after that, separately, I heard the word something like, sounded like Curaten. I spelt it like Curaten. I don't know what that means, so I need to check it up and see whether that is the correct word, or if there's a word. My intuition and the guidance, from my higher self, and my spirit guides and the universe will help me with clarifying any messages that I need to know. And now it's at 6:40 p.m. Okay, moving on. I heard a sentence that said, "That's why you let yourself in." I wrote "left yourself in," but I'm sure it was "let yourself in." I think there was a spelling error. That's why you let yourself in. So that was a whole brief sentence. So moving on. After that, I heard put in brackets, "come close up." So I don't know what that means, but I think it may have been part of the sentence. I wasn't too sure. And then I did hear "and get out of here." Basically, that's the type of way that they said it. And get out of here. Get out of here. That was at 6:46 p.m. All right, moving on. I vaguely heard the word Ptah. Ptah. Okay, that's an Egyptian deity, I believe. And then I heard the word Bible. And that was at 6:50 p.m. Okay, after that, I saw a vision of like some sort of African ground, African soil, because it seemed like I got the sense that it was in Africa. And, in this vision, there was like a ditch or a dent in the ground, some sort of a dent or something. And then one person was standing at the back in this vision, and it was a female wearing black clothes, and then one in front holding a round barrel like object above or near the front of their head. Okay, so one person was standing near the back and one person was standing at the front. And they were holding like a barrel like object above or near the front of their head. And that was at 7:02 p.m. Okay, so lastly, on that day, I heard the word branding. Okay, and that was at 23:38 p.m. All right, 18 minutes. So, on the 27th of, now we're going to move on to the 27th of August 2022. This is the last bit of notes on my phone, but there are quite a few downloads here and messages. I heard the word "onk" just now. All right, let's see. So in my notes, I wrote in brackets, "received following downloads, mostly whilst in and out of trying to sleep." Okay, this was actually last night. Oh, yesterday was a very eventful night regarding downloads and visions. I saw a clear, brief vision of a small pink chest of drawers in a room with some something white on top. Like maybe the top of it was white. Okay, top layer or whatever it was. And that was at 3 a.m. Okay, now also a message regarding a side look. Like when you look to the side, yeah. Someone giving a side look, or someone feeling like that regarding something or someone. All right, after that, I heard their house. Their house. Okay, now, not long after that, I heard that's where their room is. Okay, separately, I heard that's where their room is, and that's at 3:19 a.m. That was at 3:19 a.m. Okay, after that I heard Satan under Islam. Okay, so that was a short sentence, Satan under Islam, and that was at 3:24 a.m. So the religion of Islam. After that, separately, I heard, I pray for you to lift your business. I actually heard that. Literally, I pray for you to lift your business. So if that resonates with you, if that makes sense, whoever this message is for, could be for me. Remember, some of these messages could be for me, not all of them, of course, but there's definitely a reason why people receive visions and downloads. So I'm just here to try and relay them as best as I can, okay, and as much as I can. And that was at 3:30 a.m. Okay, and then after that, I wish I could have never ever have helped them. That's what I heard. I wish could have never ever have helped them. 3:46 a.m. That was at 3:46 a.m. Okay, moving on. I saw a vision of a shop inside with a display near the middle of the shop, right? The inside of the shop. Near the middle. And there was an object or a product at the front of the display. Or, like inside of a shop when you have like all the row of shelves and obviously all the products and stuff. Pardon me. So this object or product at the front looked a bit like a vague wooden brown brush. Excuse me, but I'm not too sure. Anyways, moving on. Saw a vision of a person. Okay, and this is regarding the same vision, sorry. And in the shop, there was a person near that object, standing on the left-hand side, wearing a white top. Okay, and that was at 3:50 a.m. And I also get the feeling that maybe it was me or a different person, maybe just standing inside the shop, looking at this display and seeing the person on the left. Okay, so yeah, but not 100% sure. Definitely felt like that to me though. Okay, after that, separately I heard God is above you. Okay, that was at 3:52 a.m. Okay, moving on. I heard it's nothing to do with money. Okay, that's what I heard. 3:59 a.m. Okay, moving on. I heard a weed. A and then weed. WEE and then D. So that could be a garden weed, could be something that is a problem in your life, a weed. Okay, think metaphorically, physically, whatever it may be, however it resonates. Separately, I heard scientific, the word scientific. That's how it vaguely sounded to me. Okay, so that's the word I put, but it may have been a different word that sounded very similar to it. So I put a question mark next to it. Okay, after that, I heard consciousness. Okay, just the word consciousness. Okay, moving on, I heard who the Father, something, something, something. I don't remember the last part. Sometimes in these visions and downloads, I may remember it while I'm seeing the vision or hearing it, or hearing the message or the download. But because obviously I'm still like, I'm trying to sleep. Just try and imagine you trying to sleep, or you're still lying there. Your body is in a deep state of rest. Your eyes are closed. It's like you're halfway asleep basically, or majority asleep. Yeah. So when I'm trying to fully like get that enough energy, muster up enough energy to wake up, and write these down, you know. A lot of times I end up, or a lot of times I have ended up just forgetting, because it's like I have to repeat it in my head, trying to remember the download, so I can write it when I'm ready and have enough energy to wake up. All right, who the Father, something, and that was at 4:03 a.m. All right, moving on. Separately, I saw a vision of someone's vague hand touching, like a vague vision, sorry, and their hand looked vague, wasn't vivid, or clear. Another word for vivid is clear. Touching and what looked like a halogen heater. Very much looked like a halogen. Well, I was told it was a halogen heater, yeah. But I saw the vision, and it did look like a bit like a heater when I saw it. So, someone's vague hand touching a halogen heater from the mid-shop shelf. So also another shop, and something to do with the house. Okay, I got the message regarding house, the word house, and that was at 4:08 a.m. Not too long to go. Okay. Moving on, I heard the words my parents. Okay. And then not long after that, I heard the word slag. And that was at 4:17 a.m. Okay. Now, after that, I heard the word or the words side eye. Something to do with someone giving a side eye again, like this. You get me? Looking at someone side eyed. All right. Like they're thinking, why is someone doing that, or why are they acting like that, or what's going on, just like looking at someone strange. All right, so that was the second time I got the message regarding side eye. Yeah, so moving on. All right, I'm going to leave that little one because that's just something, a little message for me. Or I might reveal it later on in a different video, but once I get more information, if it's meant, it's meant. All right, so I also heard the sentence, they seem to not have mountains requiring bloodstreams. Okay, they seem to not have mountains requiring blood streams. All right, and that was at 4:24 a.m. Some of these messages, or a lot of these messages, or a huge amount of the messages that I've received in my whole life have been in riddles, or been in some sort of manner that I have to do the research, and I have to figure out what is the hidden message within this. What is it trying to relay. It's not all the time you're going to get a direct message or a direct meaning. You have to do your own work and your own research, figure things out as well. Okay, it's actually fairly fun as well. It's a fairly fun thing to do, to try and figure it out. It's like a game in a way, but a very real game. These are real messages, right? These aren't fake. This is no fake shit. You get me? This is real ass shit. Okay. Okay. They seem to not have mountains requiring blood streams. That was at 4:24 a.m. So I still need to actually research what that could mean. But if it makes sense to you, or if anything makes sense to you, if you can try and figure it out what it could mean, then salute to you. Could be a message for you, or could make sense to you. All right, after that I heard the word pantheon again. Pantheon. Okay, I did Google the word pantheon. Right now I will not and cannot relay exactly what the meaning is, but yeah, I need to kind of remember the meaning myself. Okay, so I got this message regarding one tarot reader, a tarot reader's channel that I enjoy watching, or have enjoyed watching recently. More recently, sorry. Very talented lady, and her channel is called Pretty Oracle Tarot. Pretti. I think that's how she spells it. Oracle, A-U. She spells it A-U. And then tarot. It's a tarot channel, tarot reading. And also, so I got a message regarding her specifically. She has a purple aura. Okay, that's the message that I was directly given. All right, and that was at 4:36 a.m. We're still on the same day, remember? Just a side note. All right, after that I heard, you know your seeds. You know your seeds. and that was at 4:41 a.m. Okay. Okay, moving on. I had the words "foods done," "foods done," and that was at 4:45 a.m. And then I had separately, I've been up since, and then something, 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 or something, something